I am Pinstar, and this is Transport Fever Strategy and Tactics episode 16. So when we last left our, more aquatically based transportation empire, I was doing some thinking offline about our little plastics problem. And also the sort of the last inch problem here. And you know what? I think I have a better solution in mind. One that's going to be a little bit cleaner, a little bit more tolerable, and just overall a little bit better, in my opinion. So let's implement it, shall we? So this harbor is getting quite a bit of action. It's already getting the coal delivery, the iron delivery, and those are doing just fine as is. But it's also getting the plastics delivery plus the lumber delivery as a third line here. And that's kind of gumming up the works here a little bit. Now I noticed something here. Our friends here, the tools, don't need plastic at all. And while both of these can be made with wood, they both require the steel. And so the steel is definitely going to be here. But we have basically an optional ingredient. We can either pair the steel with plastic to make both products, or we can pair the steel with lumber to make both products. Now, the opposite is true over here for our friends, the things. Wood is the constant, and we can either pair it with plastic or steel to make what we need. So I have decided that my tools will be made out of only steel because it's more material efficient. You only need one steel to make one tool, whereas you need two wood to make one tool. And not to mention, you only need one steel, one plastic to make a machine, whereas you need two wood and a steel to make one machine in the other thing. Whereas our goods here, yeah, one good still always requires two products, either a wood and a plastic or a wood and a steel. So I'm going to go with the plastics plus wood to make our goods, and our steel and plastics over here. Which means we need to keep the wood separate from here. Otherwise, this place is going to start trying to siphoning off the wood. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to build ourselves a new port. Goods port, please. Thank you. And we're going to make this a 3-fer because, hey, why not? We're on the water. Boom. All right. Since we're drawing a fresh road here, might as well make it a big one. That was an expensive one, but I have $11.5 million. I can afford to be a little loose. Now then, a couple things I want to do with this. So first, we got to get ourselves a truck station, because obviously this isn't close to anything. But we also want this to head straight up here. And you know what? I'm just going to draw it straight up. I'm not going to make it loop around. I want a nice, clean route. So we're going to make our country roads here 1.5 million. Well, I won't be quite so wasteful. I will still follow my previous. Yeah, because why spend the 1.5 million? When you can draw it in little sections. Alright, well that one's a little bit more expensive. That just looks ugly. That's better. There, nice straight line. Now, a few other things we're going to do here. We need to alter, alright, our Clown Fiesta route. Our Clown Fiesta is now going to be going, we do not want you to go to Glass Bolt Sidings. We instead want you to be going to here. Nice clean route. Because you are going to be our Oh, I'll keep Clown Fiesta. It's a fun name. because it is still kind of variable as to what kind of name we're going to be getting on board there. Let's see here. We need not iron delivery. Ah, yes, our line 1. I'm going to keep our line 1 around just to clear out the rest of that plastic. Plastic H slag is going to go somewhere else, actually. Instead of, well, hang on. We'll add a station to here and then take out the glass bolt annex. So Plastic H slag, which actually is no longer appropriately named, lumber and Plastic H slag, because both of those are going to be coming down that line and slag will be coming back. It's not going to be a perfect heart line, but I'll deal with it. And also we need to add more carts to it to entice people to start using it. Speaking of the H slag part of it, we need to get our slag from our thing down here. So that's going to involve a new little micro route. Yeah, that might even be too many, but we'll set them as is now. One here to here. Oh, actually, hang on. We need to send these back because I need to do something important. Let me go back in here. One moment. Are they all going to pour out first and then return? Yeah, I think they have to pour out first and then return. So we'll wait for them to return before I do my important bit. And while we're waiting, all right, we got our wood here. Let's just throw a few more ships, and by a few I mean 4, onto our lumber and Plastic H slag, just to entice people to go to it. Okay, good. You guys are all only going to carry slag. You are a one-way route. I do not want to pollute you. What I don't want is and then you guys will go on to line 2. What I don't want is I don't want any steel to come down here, because then that's going to start sending steel up to here, and we don't want to use any of our steel for our goods. Our steel is strictly used for tools and machines. So that is why I'm forcing them to be only slag. Hopefully that will inspire this to start kicking out slag on here so that our Plastic H slag ships have, some slag to take home with them. And who are you? You are our Plastic H slag with nothing on you. Fair enough. Yeah, it'll be a while before you guys really ramp up in usefulness. Speaking of ramping up in usefulness, how is our lumber ship doing here? And our lumber trade, rather. Do you have anything yet? I don't think anything has arrived there yet. So I think a few more lumber ships are in order to get that one flowing. Or at least one more. Let's see. Raw wood, H lumber. And no, please start with Ponyville West, because there's lumber built up here. Which one are you? You're Stone H Construction. Yeah, the grain has kind of dried up here a little bit, which is unfortunate. Which I have an idea here. We're going to buy a ship over here. We're going to designate you livestock only, and we're going to make a new line with you. This is actually one of the original lines that I had set here. And you're just there to sort of stimulate the farm and also stimulate our food production. So we're not bringing food back. We're only delivering livestock to this, and just to keep this place up with extra raw food. Not that it really needs it, but it's just a way to stimulate the livestock so that the farm can level up so that we can get more grain out of it. That's really the main point here. This should start spitting out livestock soon. Yep, there it is. And then once we start getting enough here, yeah, keep high production. There we go. And that'll get us some more grain. And we shouldn't have any livestock coming down this way because there's no real destination for the livestock. Now, one of the things we might end up doing is sending, if we can't tempt them to send the slag back down here to later be added to our stone route, because, well, let's face it, our stone collection here is doing just fine. It doesn't need a slag supplement. In fact, it probably just needs more here. Where are you going? Ponyville West. Good. Oh yeah, let me check my my food. Raw food, H food. Yeah, we have one too many on this line. So you need to go to raw food, H food 2. And that gives me 6 here. I need 3 more to saturate this line. As one of my commenters pointed out, that I can have exactly 9 to a root before they start backing up. So 3 more grain H grain 2s. And why are you all going to Pelican Town? That is incorrect. You make sure they stop off at the correct destination. Of course, these guys are going to back up, but they'll space themselves out. Yeah, we're starting to get more people at our shipping line here. Verona P. Pyroborea. Oh, actually, I think you just picked up well, 50 passengers. Yeah, we still got the old school ship going on that line. It hasn't been time to replace it yet. All right, yeah, we got 11 billion cattle here. But one ship should be able to keep up with it. Like I said, I'm more interested in the grain, which I'm still unsure. Wait. Oh, okay, good. Your stone construction. Right. Derp, 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 derp. Alright, yeah, you should be growing again pretty soon. The Douglas DC-4. Oh, I think I know what that means, folks. I think it means we're going to be getting an airplane soon, because now we're out of the realm of those little rinky-dink planes that only carry 3 and 5 passengers. Now we actually get planes that can carry an appreciable number of people. And we've got the capital to do it, too. So, you know what? Let's take to the skies. Let us take to the skies. So, in order to take to the skies, I think... let me see. I want to build our airport at Veronaville. Now the question becomes, how big is this beast? This is a big beast. This is a very, very big beast. What I originally wanted, but unfortunately grew a street here, is to actually plug the airport directly into this little matrix here. That's not happening now. I think what the best my best bet is here is, what if I put you like right here? Yeah, like right here. Boom. And then, instead of this little bus stop here, we will have a proper Tram station, actually. We can have a tram station. Actually, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do a large street. We're going to do a tram station. This is brand new. We are going to destroy Victoria Street here. I should have done that first. Hang on. I wonder if I rename it to Victoria Street, it'll replace it for me. Well, I only have one thing going to Victoria Street? That would be tram. Yeah, you will now add station 2 here. We need to tramify this. Bus lane, yes. Keep track. Tram track, electric. Magical. And I think what we'll do is we'll tramify a line down this way to make it easier Oh, we can't do a bus lane. Well, are those not electric tram lines? Well, whatever. But what we're going to do is we'll probably have a couple more trams going back in here. But you know what? What good's an airport if we don't have a destination for it? And for that to work, we're going to need something. We got to have a reason to take to the skies, to go cross country. So you know what? We're going to get a couple more towns involved here. Yes, we are. Now, how many towns? That's a good question. I think we're going to have quite a few towns involved. In fact, I haven't thought of new names for all of them. So I'm going to keep their default names for the moment, but they'll be made in due time. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to build an airport in the middle of nowhere, and that's by design. We're going to find a nice flat-ish area and a bit of a crossroads here. Fine. Good enough. All right, now let's get to some road upgrading. No tram track, but yes bus lines, and this is going to be large country roads to take us all home. And if we can't do that with a large, we start with a medium. 80 kilometers per hour. I think we can handle that. Yeah, I don't know why it doesn't let you go like straight large, but All right, so there's Weatherby improved. There's Coulson improved. We'll let that be that. There we go. There's Poole. And of course, we cannot forget the area right by our... Oh, for Pete's sake. Thank you. Oh, jeez. You're gonna make me do this in sections, aren't you? Corringham, very good. Why is construction not possible? There you are, my friend. I think that's pretty good right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 towns will be connected. And here's how it's all going to work. We're going to get a large bus/tram station, because we're going to be doing this with buses. We're going to put the station right here in front of the airport. Just right across from it. It's essentially the same area. Now, we're not going to go super in depth in terms of covering our towns with every square inch. We are going to do one bus stop per town, and we're just going to try and get the most amount of coverage. Are we covering every single ounce of the houses? No. But what we want is as many of the houses as possible, and when possible, as many of the residential houses. So there's Colston's. Pools. Pool's a tough one, but again, only one per. It'll grow into it. Yeah, I think that's pretty good right there. Alright, Weatherby. Let's see what we can do with you. Yeah, you definitely need to be a little bit more southern. Boom. There's Weatherby's, Corringham. Yeah, I think that's pretty good for Corringham. And last but not least, Shrewd. Again, got to touch more on the residentials. Alright, let's get our road debit. We'll put it right here. We will be saturating them all with these, the latest and greatest. And these are all going to be brand new lines that all start here and go to the respective towns. New one of these. Oh yeah, I should probably start naming these. Well, I'll name them when I decide on the final town names. Again, I was ill-prepared. I forgot that the DC-4 was going to come into production, so I don't have cool new town names. Hey, maybe if you guys in the comments section have some nifty town names related to video games primarily, I'd certainly welcome the suggestions in the comments section. So yeah, why don't you guys name the towns for me? If I get some good ones between this episode and the next, well, maybe I'll use them. And maybe I'll think of something really, really funny for one or two of my own. There we go. Good. All right, another one of these. Now, we're going to be using more than just one for each of these, to be certain. But we need to see how the demand starts stacking up. Boy, I'm glad there's no limit on the number of vehicle lines here. Beautiful. All right, I think that's all of those. And now for the pièce de résistance. We, of course, can't forget our actual airport line. Douglas, DC, yeah, 15 people. 3 people, 5 people, 8 people, 15 people. That's what I'm talking about. 1.97 million per plane. So we're going to start out with just one of these things until we get enough demand. But I think we'll be getting enough demand. Something tells me we'll be getting enough demand. Oop, wrong place. Veronaville, there you are. And again, I'll name it after I name all the cities. And I think... which one is... Trem... Yeah, we need... Ville Airport. Alright, the Veronaville Airport line. And we're going to add a couple more trams to it. Just to inspire people to use it. Veronaville Airport. Uh-oh. Sherrington Oil Refinery. Try to move more items? Really? Well, Sherrington Oil Refinery, you're in luck, my friend, because this kind of ties into a second idea that I wanted to get into here. So our plastics plant is it's doing its thing. Not appreciably well, but it's doing its thing. However, I think it could be doing its thing a little bit more, well, aggressively. So here's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to supplement the grain. I'm not getting rid of the grain, but I'm going to supplement the grain with refined oil from here. So if we're building up too much fuel, we're going to get a little extra refined oil out of the deal. Now, this is going to generate a lot of extra truck traffic, but you know what? I think it might be better to send it this way around the mountain instead of this way. Just so it doesn't get in everybody else's way. Although, no, even if I draw it here, it'll probably try and take the shorter path. But I do want to draw a line here. Large country road. Yeah, why haven't I upgraded this road anyway? We don't need bus lanes. We do want a country road here. There. Yeah, I don't want it to fight with the traffic in Pelican Town. So let's route around Pelican Town. We'll sort of, yeah, we'll skirt it so we don't get in Pelican Town's way. Whoa, Nelly, no, we do not need to get into a bridge, thank you. What are you getting yourself into? Gah! No, I do not want that. Do not want. Blah. It's going to be messy no matter how I slice it. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to get... another depot here. Well, just a small one. Because we don't want to crowd up this one. I mean, I guess we... Oh, hold on. What the heck am I doing with this still as a dirt road? Pinstar, you dolt. Well, go on. Technically this could be, we could just use this same one for our extra trucks here, although that's just going to be really, really busy. But we'll see how it works. And I shouldn't have to specify the cars. We'll see if it starts to pollute itself. Yeah, we're going to need a whole line of them here, because there's a lot of built up. That to here. And that is, this one I can name, refined oil delivery. Because, yeah, it's not a heart line. But yeah, that should get all of them riding out there. And that should get a whole bunch of refined oil down here, which should keep the refinery happier until we can get our fuel situation taken care of. Just waiting to see if this actually spawns. What are you? Oil! Refined oil delivery. There we go. So yeah, that's going to pile up there. That's been building up. Now that's not going to stop it from making fuel. But it is slowly going to start depleting the refined oil that it creates here. Now, what's causing this? Yeah, I thought so. We're having a buildup of delivery here. Fuel, H Pelican, H Pelican, H Pelican. Of course it's H Pelican. It's always H Pelican. More H Pelican. Fuel H Pelican. Off you go. And I see the problem here. I think it's the... oh no, food's going to Ficklewood. Durr. Yeah, we even have some tools building up here. Yeah, and this little backup here, I can think of a way to fix that problem. Aha! Good! Our plastics are building up here. Wonderful! That's what I like to see. Clown H Fiesta. And yeah, we're starting to get that there. And this is somehow devouring the plastics, because... yeah, I haven't even set up our alternate plastics route here. Now, part of me wants to just deliver the plastics here and have this just be a lone plastics line. But another part of me wants to find another source for the plastics, like, say, here, and deliver it direct to here as an alternate source. Like, oh, I don't know, we've got oil to oil refinery, and then plastics, you know? That is another possibility. Have a second line of plastics to feed our machinery, versus having one dedicated line of plastics to feed all the plastics needed for both our goods and also that. So, still deciding on that. How are we doing lumber-wise? Raw wood H lumber. Oh, you just dumped that off. Good. Let's get some more guys on here. Raw if wood H lumber. Now what I really want to make sure is that this thing starts spitting out wood. Because see, right now it's holding on to the wood. It doesn't quite see the connection. It doesn't see the need for the lumber. So what we need to do is we need to convince it that, yeah, because right now it's just getting wood dumped into it, and that's all well and good. But pretty soon it's going to start balking, and balking hard. So we need to get a couple more ships on here to convince it that this is the way. What is plastic doing over here? Oh, because I put it there. This is the correct place for plastic. Derp to derp. How dare I put plastic on my plastic line? Let's get some more trucks into Clown Fiesta, because that might be the signal that they need. And we're not going to be getting any goods production until we get that lumber going. So that's going to be a critical sector to get working for us. As soon as we can get it to... And you know what? Let's... Yeah, you're producing. You're up to the 100. You're getting up there. Oh, hang on. Let's fix this road. Can't be having you guys going too slow. Yeah, here, raw wood lumber. Keep it going, people. How's the lumber doing here? Not too bad, not too bad. Let's add another lumber ship here. Raw wood H lumber. And what the heck, why not? While we're at it, let's add another to the stone. Just because it's so built up. Oh, and what the hey, let's add another to the plastics. Just to inspire confidence in our line. No, don't go to Upper Ficklewood. Go start with Ponyville West. There's some plastic there for you, dude. And you know what? Let's get some more of these on our Grain H plastic line. Since we've got ourselves some extra grain flowing in. Oh yeah, how's our passengers doing here? Almost forgot to check there. Alright, we got a couple here. Line 5, line 4. I'll get one more for line 4 at the very least. Over time, these will start saturating themselves more. Once these become more popular, then the rest of our airline lines here will start paying off a little bit more in dividends. All right, good. You got this. We need more things moving stuff at Raccoon City, like everywhere. We need a lot more inner city. Let's see, Glass, Bolt, H Raccoon, and a whole butt ton of Raccoon to Veronaville. Because that's too much goods piling up in one depot. Not acceptable. Hi there, Mr. Plane. You got anyone in you? Can't even click on you. You're going too fast. Nope, you don't have anyone in you yet. Anyone want the plane boss? Oh, geez, we need more here. Raccoon Veronaville. God, we need more Raccoon Veronaville. That's turning into the new Fuel H Pelican here. Raccoon H Veronaville. We'll add it from here. Raccoon H Veronaville. So much food. Well, after optimizing those heart lines, let's get a few more guys on our airport tram just to make sure. Well, 80. No, let's get one more guy on the airport tram here. Just to make sure. that the wait time is minimized and that we can inspire passengers to go there. Alright, yeah, 11 billion cows are built up there, of course. How is our plastics doing with our new little their new little line here? Well, it's all fuel here at this point. You're just churning through everything, aren't you? Well, at least it got happy with the fuel, yeah, because we got enough stuff started moving the fuel. It's like, all right, fine, open the floodgates. How did a piece of grain end up there? Seriously. How are you doing? Oh, good, you upgraded. Yeah, let's keep it up and. All right, good. You are bringing oil. And oil gets transferred, it gets converted into plastics more efficiently than the grain. That's the other reason I wanted to supplement with oil. Just to make sure this plant was fed well enough. And actually, I think this place must have just upgraded itself, because usually when it's at the prediction limit, it'll go right into saying it's upgrading itself. But because it hasn't done that yet, it probably just upgraded, and there's like a little cooldown period. So Flim Flam Plastics is doing their thing quite nicely. Are we getting a pulse on our lumber line? Because that's what's really important here, is making sure we have a pulse here. Not really. Look at all this buildup here. The lumber line does not see the light. Oh wait, no! We have a pulse! Raw H lumber! It's not much of a pulse, but it's a little pulse. We had a little blip of a pulse. And they're not yelling at us yet. Yet. Operative word. Oh, we need more ships on the wood line, I think. We are gonna make this line work. By hell or high water here. We're gonna make this line work. And this is one busy port. You wouldn't think Ponyville would be the one of the busiest places, but it's shaping up to be like the next Veronaville here. Oops, someone's yelling, Flim Flam Plastics! Try to ship more items. Huh. Well, where's our plastic buildups up here? Yeah. We have used too much plastics, or delivered too many plastics here, and not enough wood. That is going to be sort of our crippling inefficiency here until we can get our wood flowing. So that's going to be a problem we are going to have to work out in our next episode. See, all right, it's starting. There's still a lot of buildup, but we gotta coax this beautiful life-saving lumber out of Soham Sawmill, or I guess Pirate Boreas Sawmill. So in our next episode, we'll see about doing that. So if you guys like this episode and you want to see more like it, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave me a comment, good, bad, or indifferent. Your feedback's always welcome. So until next time, this has been Pinstar signing out. See ya.